Okie dokie. Looks like we're live and running. Yep.
Nope. You still got the pre-roll. Which is inconvenient. Maybe before we start, you should have the starting soon screen as well.
That's another thing I would probably need to get commissioned so I can have that all to get that created.
You know what? Gonna hold on. Let's see, where the hell is it? Grab like a link real quick. There is me. Here we go. Just gonna DM you something real quick. See what we actually do. You might be able to get one from certain artists. Sure.
Yeah, I mean that's something I've been trying to do is window shop for artists for new things for the stream. Cause yeah, the biggest thing is makes it a bit awkward for me is like just finding one that I feel like I can trust. Cause I don't exactly feel that comfortable when I get a random artist just suddenly messaging me trying to make an offer because never really heard of them before, haven't really seen what they do.
I'd recommend this one here in your DMs. He's a friend of Patreon, and actually helped design the main original donut, actually.
Yeah. I thought
He's pretty he doesn't usually do full-on, like, those kind of works, but he has done, like, background before, so he might be able to set you up with something that you can turn into a start screen.
I'll see what I can find. Yeah. I've generally tried to keep it a rule of thumb that when it comes to getting art commissioned, I'll go to them rather than have them come to me.
Yeah, that's why, encouraging you to check out the Patreon. Well, not the Patreon, the Discord, not. Check out their art. Maybe you see something you like, maybe you let us know. And this way, if you do like it, if you do decide to go with them, that's supporting two friends at once. So, hooray, win-win on this end.
That's fair. So all that technical talk out of the way, tonight we're back at Final Fantasy XIV, pushing ahead once more into the post-launch Dawntrail MSQ. Plus maybe throwing a few dungeons in along the way just to try and facilitate gearing up.
Yep. Ah, God. Damn it. Stupid oranges.
Yeah. Although as far as weapons go, I may just end up opting to, especially if I can catch them when they're on sale for cheap enough, get those crafted weapons for all the classes. Because
Your poor wallet, eh? Your poor wallet.
like I said, if I can get them on sale cheap enough, so it's going to involve a lot of checking in here and there to wait until the market board. If I get lucky, I find someone who's trying to undercut someone and reap the benefits. I mean, I would love to craft a full set of the the courtly lovers set, but that's gonna take a little. I'm still a bit off of doing that because first of all, I need to get my crafting gear set up with materia to try and min-max things because even though I've got the script gear, that's basically the considered the budget gear for endgame crafting. If I want to truly
It is, huh?
yeah, because you know you just spend the time and effort and a lot less skill to go and get the script gear versus getting the crafted gear, which first you have to get it crafted at a at high quality, and then you've got to pentameld it.
Oh, yay, the whole crafting pentacles is horrible. Not horrible, it's just... it's kind of tedious. It's not horrible, but it's tedious.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
it is a painful experience if you don't know what you're doing when you're trying to pentameld.
Yeah.
It is horribly painful for a first timer that hasn't actually watched any guides or anything. Especially if you, actually, in fact, the worst kind of guide you can get isn't just watching it. The worst time you can have is not if you just watch the guide, because there are plenty of decent guides out there. It's if you end up getting a bad guide.
Aye.
That's when you really suffer.
Yeah. Because yeah, in theory, with the with the right materia melded and the right food item, I could, even with the budget gear of the script gear, be able to pull off it. But there's success rate of getting a high quality craft would probably not be as optimal as getting the truly best in slot gear.
What, so you're going for savage break gear?
I'm still.
Or are you just going for high level tome stuff?
I'm still referring to crafter gear.
Oops. Right, dumbass.
Now, what do we have here? The observatory of the field station, huh?
You're in an instance, right?
Yep. There wasn't an instance that required me to go in there solo.
Oh, you're in that instance. Okay. This is not match the facing.
do a quick bit of shopping real fast.
Ah.
How come me that popped
Damn
right
it.
before I get
Disengage, 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 disengage! Shut up, you stupid game! There! Damn it!
Sounds like that was a close call.
Stuck in a fate.
Ah.
Really?
It's been a while since we've landed in the Stone Vigil.
Agree. Oh, it's true. Fine. Yeah. Sorry, I meant to say indeed, not agree. It's brain. Apparently a bit scrambled. This way low for a while. That tank doing?
Wall to wall.
A bunch.
You alright?
Yeah. Orange seed. Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Yeah. That would have quickly gotten you demonetized. Yeah, if anything could come of that, because oof, an orange pip, nasty. I wouldn't be swallowing that on stream. Ow.
And this is going to hurt.
Yep, this could be incredibly painful. Uh-oh. Move. It'll help.
I'm gonna guess doing the big poles wasn't so much the issue, but cornering out of the line of sight of the healer.
That's usually what does it. Oh, we could have caught that on stream. And that would have been amazing. That would have been an amazing moment to catch, like, the full thing of running away, and absolutely, we're not running away, really, but, you know, being chased by a bunch of mobs and barely surviving. That would have been... Ah, if we caught that from your perspective, that would have been stream gold, especially with that reaction. Ah, that would have been more for the highlight reel. We could have even set that as a stream highlight. Shame.
It's refreshing to be back on.
Name anyway.
Koshie, I'm thinking is the name of the boss.
No, it kind of sounds like a sneeze. Who came up with this name? It sounds like it's someone sneezing trying to say it. Okay, what were you saying?
I was just saying it's kind of refreshing being back on Bard again.
Oh yeah, you are playing Bard, aren't you? Weird having you be on Bard. Then again, we're both range runners.
I mean, Bard was one of the first jobs that was my main for a while.
Yeah, but Bard has become very, very easy rotation for all those Alaskan songs. Unless you're main Bard and actually learn it all the way through as your main, like all the way from ARR to like Shadowbringers at the very least, it gets very easy.
Yeah, maybe that's why it's
Probably why Machinist is more popular, actually.
Yeah, maybe that might be explain why it's not exactly that. It doesn't seem confusing at all to me.
Oh, maybe you're just a quick study.
I mean, that could be fair. It could be autism brain latching on to it.
That could be it. Probably the same reason as why Bard is, why it provides Bard is personal.
And for me, it seems simple enough. Step one, cycle.
Same cause, different reasoning.
Mm-hmm.
Having an ADHD brain and all that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a double whammy.
Yeah. For me, bar is simple enough. First, step one, cycle through your songs. Simple as that. Step two, maintain your dots.
Yeah, it's just knowing which song to actually cycle through. That's the hard part. And everyone on YouTube never exactly makes it seem simple, you know?
I mean, I might need to freshen up on the most current meta, but for me, classically, it's always been for songs basically pink, yellow, green.
That's a much nicer way of putting it. A much more simple way of putting it, too. Much easier way of understanding than basically telling you the name of each one.
Yep.
Like, telling you the whole name of a song is like way harder to learn than just like give it like coloration. Like, you want to overload a complete rookie with new information?
I mean, that is a fair point. Keeping it, well, the old acronym KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Yep. Yep. Pink makes it so your recharge procs faster. Yellow gives you just a flat buff, and green gives you a power attack that gets stronger with the charges.
People wonder why no one plays D&D bots.
Yeah.
No offense to any actual D&D bots. The D&D bot is surprisingly underappreciated. It depends on which edition of D&D you play.
I mean, as an actual job, from what I've seen, Bard can be quite useful to a party. It's just the memes.
Yeah. Smile, you son of a bitch! That was perfectly timed, wouldn't you say? That was perfectly timed for that attack. That was just... Oh, I was waiting all dungeon to unleash that. Sitting on that one-liner for the entire dungeon. Actually been sitting on that one-liner for the last couple of streams, but not playing DPS, so... Didn't have the opportunity to use it. Probably not something to kind of like admit on stream, but you know. I've worked so long. Ugh. Feels good. Now then, continuing your explorations of the European station.
At the moment, I'm back in the Solution 9.
Charming.
Looks like we're gonna be going and checking on the status of the railroad. Yeah, now that I think about it, though, that earlier talk made me think there's a number of jobs here that I like that I find just, for me at least, they come pretty simply, but I can see why some people might be turned off of them because they can, at the outset, look really complicated, but I said, with my explanation for Bard, it just really comes down to, it's pretty simple once you get down to the brass tacks of it. Dancer, for example. It's basically just a combination of procs. You got a 1 and 2 that can proc a 3 or 4. The 3 and 4 can proc a 5. The 5 can proc a 6. Just pop them when they proc, and that's your base rotation for your for things. As well as using your big dances when they come off cooldown.
True.
And at level 100, your 2 self buff things also proc attacks that you can use on cooldown. So it basically comes down to the big procs for the big opening window, maintaining your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for the duration, and every 30 seconds popping your small dance. Huh. New deaths for Aaronville. And I gotta be snarky. Did our little Bun Bun finally outgrow his old clothes?
mistake.
Okay, so helping Kona learn more of his past while trying to get things functioning well for the railroad. So if the herd they follow splits, they themselves split the tribe as well. Interesting.
Emphatic refusal.
Yeah. So, a predator away from their usual hunting grounds, huh? And it looks like I'm going to have to drop on the party because this is definitely an instanced area that I have to hop into.
Drop then. Be ready when you're done. More accurately, we'll be ready when you're done. Excellent.
So it's coming this way! It has beasts across the plains in a panic, and our Ronek are practically paralyzed with fear. We must get them to safety!
We can assist by helping to calm the creatures. Once they're less agitated, it should be possible to hurt them.
After they're out of harm's way, we'll deal with the Ronek Reaver.
I suggest you remain here to attend to the Ronek when they arrive.
They'll be safe with me. Please, be careful out there.
Make haste! We must protect the Ronek!
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
There they are.
There they are!
They're terrified. We must do what we can to soothe them.
Whoa!
Okay,
That herd should be all right.
that's one
Let's
herd
look for
out there.
stragglers. The Ronek are to rally too. None shall be left behind.
Okay, what now?
Tracking down Ronic herds because they're being frightened off by a big predator.
There must be something up ahead.
Where are you exactly?
There!
Over in Yaktural.
These are no match for the likes of us.
Where the current quest is taking me.
In a panic is clearly an understatement. More are coming!
Oh yeah, that quest.
You're mine.
All or nothing.
It seems that did the trick.
For the fodder at least. But where's...
That's the big one, I take it.
Look there! We've got a big one coming!
Impenetrable scales and wicked fangs. That's a Ronak Reaver, and no mistake.
There! That one there!
Even should it cost me my life. I will save the head soul!
Kona! Are you alright?
Do not concern yourself with me. Get the Ronek to safety!
There. You've nothing to fear.
Right! Let's finish the job!
I made a vow to our people. You shall plague them no longer!
Alright, you big monster boy. The hunt is on.
Was this about the hunt being on?
Getting ready to fight this Turo Hetzel.
You'll find the vow of reason is not without resolve.
Damn it! Not even a scratch!
Buy me some time to think, will you? It must have a weakness, and I will find it. Keep it busy. I need time.
Right! Go for the legs!
Now we just have to keep it pinned.
Get thinking, Kona!
A protective current of ether. But whence does it flow? I've got it! well-placed piercing round to the chest, and... You're done for! That stemmed the flow of protective ether.
Someone pulling up a sniper rifle.
Still not backing down, huh? Fine with me.
Disperse that ether ere the Reaver recovers it!
This is going to hurt.
We did it. The Etso, are they...
Hey, Nay.
Yes?
The
Hildebrand
Ronek have all
calls
made it to
himself the
Merhua-Hetsuan.
Inspector Extraordinaire.
Hunters are scouring in the area for
If
any
I recall
remaining
correctly,
threats.
yes.
But the local fauna appear to have calmed down.
Oh boy.
We cannot thank you enough for your timely aid. You, most of all, bow of reason. We feared you would be loath to take direct action, yet you didn't hesitate to put your life on the line for our Hetso.
What the hell is that bastard?
I did no more than is a Dawn servant's duty. The ethereal conductivity of those scales is astounding. I dare say, we could repurpose them to create a device that emits controlled pulses of ether.
Ether resembling that of the predator the Ronek fear most. It might work. If we struck the right balance, we would have the means to deter the Ronek from approaching the railroad without causing them undue distress.
Incredible! Kona, you've done it again.
I must say, I was hoping I'd never have to see one of these again. Still haven't forgotten the last one. It's been more than 20 years now. I had come as a trader to the camp in Lozeniheta. A camp that was obliterated in an instant by that monster.
Lozeniheta. That's where the Pelu Pelu trader found me as a babe. Please, can you tell me what you saw?
As I said, I had traveled there to trade with our fellow Hetzaro. Like us, they followed the Ronek. And like us, they were visited by a Reaver. The fiend struck like a whirlwind in the night. It was chaos. I grabbed some token belongings and bolted in a panic, thinking only of getting as far away as possible. But even in my panicked state, I could not help but notice the young couple racing the other way, toward the fell creature. "We're distracted," I heard one cry. "Save our son! Save the Hetzo!" After that, nothing but the pounding of my heart and feet and Rodek thunder. I ran and ran. And as the sun broke the horizon, I found myself separated from both man and beast. Windborne words say that a group of survivors reunited with their remaining Ronek and have long since moved on. But still more were never seen again, including the brave couple. Or so the story goes.
And what became of their child?
I'm afraid I don't know. But if he wasn't with the survivors, even if he lived through that night, the wilderness wouldn't have been kind to a little one out on his lonesome.
Maybe not. But perhaps a passing Pelu Pelu would. And one day, even a Dawn servant himself. All these years, I was convinced that my parents had left me behind to follow after the Ronek. But now I see, they didn't abandon me. They were trying to keep me safe. I've wasted so much time resenting them, when in truth, they gave me everything I have today. It is thanks to them that I live to know the warmth of family, even after they were gone. And now that I am Dawn servant, all of Tuliyola is my family. A family I will always protect, as my parents protected me.
Yeah. I'm glad you finally managed to learn the truth about your parents, Kona.
Whoa! She looks as good as new.
If I had time to do a proper job, could have really made her shine. Had to cobble together the exterior with spare parts. We refurbished the interior, though. Not that you can appreciate it from out here. But as far as the Ronek are concerned, we've spared no effort. From the ballast to the ties, we've adjusted every bit of the track so she'll run quiet as a field mouse.
You and your crew have worked wonders. Our nation is in your debt.
Come now. If anything, credit's due to Tuliolal. It's thanks to the folk you recruited from every corner of the continent that we were able to get her up and running so quickly. Besides, the ethereal whistle's the true marvel, and we wouldn't have that without the scales you brought us. However grateful you are, know that we're even more thankful.
Right. If we're done talking, let's put this train through our paces.
Yep, let's get the pomp and circumstance done over with, so get this train rolling.
So what now?
Yeah, getting the train up and running again, so it can be actually do the job it was intended for. You know, as opposed to just having to turn into a battle train.
Oh yeah.
There's a Ronek up ahead.
Now, to test our whistle.
On it. Just point it in the general direction and...
It's moving away. Meanwhile, our friends over there appear wholly unperturbed.
With this, we can alert those who wander too close without disturbing the rest of the herd.
A roaring success! In a quiet way, Black. Then with your permission, Vow of Reason, the Shaktaral Railroad is back in service.
Oldest trick in the book.
Alright, back to Solution 9 to report back to Grahati in the back room.
Once you get to preservation of their purpose, that's when you're caught up with me. Which is when we can actually start continuing properly. However, you should be aware that next week is when the next patch comes out. So.
Which means next week will be in the first half of the final stages of the expansion.
Yup, which means you need to catch up.
Working on it. Good to see you, Ishtola.
There was a mountain of data to sift through, much of it tantalizing, I admit. But it will take time to fully decrypt everything that piques my interest, so to answer our immediate question, I've been concentrating my efforts on the audio saved by Taishul Jah herself. While I've not listened to it yet, I have a selection ready for playback. Would you like to hear it now?
Yes, please.
All right. Several audio files will now play in sequence.
My name is Taishul Jah, and I decided to record this to help me put my thoughts in order, I suppose. Mother? Officially I am, was, a Virgin with the Lance Guard. I was part of a contingent dispatched to Yasulani to hunt a Tural Vidral that was wreaking havoc. After our mission was complete, I elected to remain. It was the perfect opportunity to document the geographic distribution of medicinal herbs in this region. Or so I said when requesting special dispensation. In truth, I could not bear to return to Tuliolal. I had hoped to aid Commander Zoralja in the right of succession, but he did not so much as look my way. I was never in contention, of course, one of the nameless many in his army. To go back and face that reality was too much for me, so I ran, and in my cowardice, I stumbled upon this path, a path that changed my life. When the dome appeared, I found myself trapped within, and reunited with my commander. How am I to speak of Commander Zoralja? I admired him. His incontestable strength, his unwavering focus. He was a man of great passions. I watched him, captivated by his intensity. From afar, I would not dare approach. And in watching, I came to know him. His eyes too sought the distance, but not as mine did. He yearned not for another, but something else, beyond the horizon. That gaze would never fall upon me. I knew. The experiment will soon proceed to its next phase, and when it does, as he promised, I will have my heart's desire. Today. It should have been today. A new beginning. What I have dreamed of for so long. I hold a future in my arms. If he could see him, embrace him, surely that would be enough. So full of hope I was. A foolish hope.
Its scales are blue.
He's your son.
No, I can't. I don't know how. How could I? How? To raise a child, be a father. I don't. I can't. No! No! Get it away from me! Get that thing away from me!
Shh. It's all right, little one. Papa was just surprised. That's all. He'll come around. We'll be a happy family. And Luca shouting for me. The research hasn't been going well. But I can't let him take it out on my baby. Hush now, little one. I know just where to hide you.
That's all of them.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the drift downs a few years ago.
We know some manner of accident happened at the facility after this was recorded. Perhaps your mother couldn't come back for you.
Hey, Gololcha.
I'm fine, Lamarchi. Father and Mother, they were both so lonely. If we could have been together, maybe they wouldn't have been. But sometimes things don't work out, no matter how hard you try. I can't tell if I'm happier now. But it's better to know, I think. Thank you, everyone.
People look uneasy. Did something happen?
Have you heard? Someone was killed in the Thunder Yards.
The Thunder Yards was one of the hunters slain by a beast.
It was a hunter, all right. And a veteran at that. But it was no fiend that did him in. Only a random bolt of lightning.
Such a senseless way to die. They say that he expended his last soul cells during Zoraljar's attack on the city.
For an upright, hard-working man to meet such an unceremonious end, it feels wrong.
But we'll be fine, won't we? Even if the system no longer erases our memory of the departed, the regulators continue to function. I shan't go before my time. Growing old and passing peacefully with the help of the ushers is only natural.
Well, you may think so, but how are we to know? We have no memory of those who have gone. More may have met violent deaths than passed from old age, and we would be blissfully unaware. It could happen to you, or me, to any of us.
And the repercussions of the Alexandrian system of erasing memories when people die is finally coming back to bite them.
Then what are we to do? Spend every waking moment thinking only of how we might die?
We can't question their way of life.
I mean, I understand the reasoning behind why they ended up adopting it because of the situation they were in, but
With time, I had hoped that they'd be able to adjust to their new situation. But it's only gotten worse.
That's the time scale for measures and all that, but unfortunately, that's rather an unfortunate, unfortunate.
Yeah. And it's just unfortunate the method that they ended up in that worked for them for a time was ultimately not sustainable.
Look! It's Queen Sphene!
What?
Help, Queen Sphene! The grown-ups are really upset and I don't know what to do!
I see that you are as kind-hearted as ever, Nico. Never fear. I'm here to set things right.
Okay, how is Sphene back?
I don't understand. Sphene is gone.
What do you mean?
Forever.
She's literally just walked up even though she's supposed to be gone for good because of that fight we had.
You there, Gussin. You were the Queen's aide, weren't you? What's the meaning of this?
Begging your pardon, Vow of Resolve. But Her Majesty Queen Sphene is paying visit to her people, as is her wont.
What are you talking about? Sphene is dead. You officiated the funeral yourself. We all placed flowers to mourn her passing.
A funeral? For Her Majesty? What a curious jest. You know full well that ceremony was to commemorate those lives lost during the attack of Alexandria. Her Majesty walks among her people that she might support them in this most trying of times. Surely that is not cause for consternation.
Your Majesty, won't you free us from these terrible memories of the departed? This is no way to live. Not for us, nor our children.
I wish that I could. Truly I do. But with living memories shut down, even I cannot restore the system that once afforded us that comfort. You needn't fret, however. I have prepared an alternate solution. All of us shall be made endless.
Oh no.
I have created a new system that allows you to transplant your memories directly into an ethereal vessel. One not reliant upon soul cells. This way, you need never again fear death. You may live as you please, and for as long as you like. Our stores of ether are, at present, not sufficient to provide this boon to everyone. But some of you received neo-regulators for the funeral ceremony, did you not? And there are still more we have yet to distribute. 5,000 in all. One day soon, those with neo-regulators will be called to join the Endless, and thence be free of suffering forevermore.
But only 5,000 of us?
You Victral! The real Sphene would never be content to save only some of her people. Who are you?
I am Sphene, the Queen of Reason.
Let's return to the back room. I need to calm down, and then we'll talk.
That's crossroads complete.
Also, your chair is creaking.
Not my chair.
Someone's chair is creaking.
Yeah, surprised the mic's picking it up. Normally doesn't.
Picking it up on stream. Picking it up on the sun. Maybe it is. It's unclear. Crossroads.
Mm-hmm. So I
Lovely.
believe that's
now you
7 point.
Seekers of, now you have to complete Seekers of Eternity and the Promise of Tomorrow.
Yep. So with that, I believe that's 7.1 done.
Way into Promise of Tomorrow personally, so I haven't even hit into the mist or Trails of the Heavens yet.
What is she doing here? We just heard she was busy spreading talk of becoming endless among the Alexandrians. What's going on here?
She is not who you think she is. Not the Queen of Reason, who has made a miraculous return, but an individual of flesh and blood, possessed of a soul. We chanced upon her in living memory, but she collapsed before we could exchange words. We decided to bring her here for now.
Her body was suffused with lightning ether, which caused a debilitating paralysis. Ishtola reached out and informed me of her condition, and I came with epoxy as fast as I could. We're now waiting to see if the treatment was effective.
Judging by her appearance, the circumstances of our encounter, and her extreme ethereal aspect. I am all but certain that she is the one from whom the Endless Fiend was created. The original Queen Sphene of Alexandria.
The original Queen Sphene.
But how can that be possible? The real Sphene died of illness 4 centuries ago.
I died. Whatever do you mean? I am not dead. I'm not. What is this place? Where is everyone? Otis and Zelenia? And who are you people?
Calm down. We mean you no harm. You've been unwell, and it wouldn't do to strain yourself.
Please, help me. I don't understand any of this.
Of course. But if I might confirm some things first. You are Queen Sphene of Alexandria, are you not?
Yes. Yes, I am.
And ere you awoke here, you were in another unfamiliar place. Is that correct?
I opened my eyes and saw a strange, dark room. Outside, there were towering buildings, clad in electrope.
You slumbered at the heart of that city for many years, within a facility called the Meso Terminal. Many things have come to pass during that time, some of which you may find upsetting. Are you sure you wish to learn of them?
In that dark room, there was an electrope casket, designed to preserve its occupant in cold stasis. Until the terminal and its systems were recently shut down. That was where you were kept, in all likelihood. Since the time of the Old Kingdom. For 4 centuries.
What? Do you speak true? I've been asleep for that long. 400 years.
Our records say that Queen Sphene succumbed to the rampant lightning energies unleashed during the storm surge. But it seems the truth is rather different.
Of all things, I was not expecting the original, the real Queen Sphene to just awaken from literal stasis 400 years after the fact.
You thought that was some kind of endless, didn't you?
I had no idea what it was, but something didn't seem right.
Yeah, well, this Sphene is actually not evil.
So we got the authentic, the original, the genuine article, and some kind of doppelganger fake out there.
Well, they did call it the Endless Sphene.
So we got the Queen Sphene we had originally met, who was an Endless, who was, by programming, stuck to a with a very dark outcome. Just now, ay. And of course the Queen now has a lot to be brought up on and a lot to process.
I know this has all been a lot to take in, but how are you feeling? Physically, I mean.
Much better now, thanks to Yashtola and Alisay's ministrations. In fact, I can scarcely remember the last time I felt so hale. I know not how to repay them, not only for coming to my aid, but for telling me about my kingdom besides.
I don't think they're ones to keep score. Isn't that right? She's known those two for a long time. You can trust in her judgment. Besides, you help to prove that their treatment works here as well. With this success, they'll be able to help others in Alexandria who suffer from the same illness. Few things could make them happier.
I see. Full glad am I to know that we may cure the affliction after so long. So very long. I steeled myself having been warned, but it's difficult to come to terms with everything.
Sphene? Maybe going out and seeing it would help. Alexandria as it is now.
Great idea! There's no substitute for seeing things with your own eyes. That said, there is a chance that you'll run into the other Sphene. Still want to take a look, even so?
It would be a lie to say I do not feel anxious, but I wish to walk among the people, to hear their voices and learn about their realm. Truly, I would be honored.
Then allow us to show you the sights.
Maybe this time with the original Sphene, we can actually build that friendship and actually make it last.
Thank you, Wuklamot.
Seekers of Eternity. quest? Memories of a Bygone Age.
Apologies for keeping you waiting. I've never worn such clothing before.
Oh, that really suits you.
For one so well-traveled to say that, I feel confident it's perfect for exploring the city.
A moment before you head out. Circumstances being what they are, we thought it best to come up with a way to distinguish you from the other Sphenes, and we should probably settle on this now rather than later.
I suppose it could get pretty confusing.
First, we propose calling you simply Sphene. As for the former Queen of Reason, Endless Sphene should suffice.
What about the new one who's been addressing the citizens?
Despite being the spitting image of Endless Sphene, we know she's a different entity. So we were thinking of calling her a simulant, after imitation stones.
I see. Well, they're definitely not the same. And that's as good a way as any to draw a distinction. But what do you think, Sphene? Is that all right with you?
Rest assured, I have no objections. When I am in the city, however, I intend to keep both my face and name secret. For the people of today's Alexandria know only the Endless Sphene.
We're sorry to subject you to such ignominy.
No, I myself would rather not invite complications, so it is quite all right. Thank you for your concern, Shale. Let us be off then. I am in your capable hands.
That you are. First, we'll head to the entrance of Solution 9.
Good idea. We should start from scanning Port 9. I'll do my best to explain things.
Yeah, what's the name of the quest I need to be on the lookout for to know when I've caught up to you again?
You need to be on the quest Preservation of Books. You are currently on Memories of a Bygone Age.
Yep. Just about to turn that in, though.
There you have one. About 11 to go. If we count the quest, if we count Preservation of the purpose itself. But there's about 10 between Preservation of the Purpose and Memories of the Bygone Age. So you've still got In Search of Meaning, A Jewel Shattered, The Meeting, Descent to the Foundation, Shared Paths, Seekers of Eternity, Target of Tragedy, The Endless Choice,
So
My Memory of
many
Yours,
different drinks.
and A Darkness
I can't
in the Heart.
decide.
So it sounds like sounds like it's be 7.3 when I get to the same point you're at.
Yep, halfway through 7.3 actually. There's only about
Ooh. I'll
about 5
have
quests
this,
left
please.
after that.
A Dali
And
coffee.
there's a total of 10, so it's like literally halfway through 7.3.
Of course. I should warn you though. Dali beans are an older variety known for their strong bitterness. Still want one?
The bitterness is the best part. Have you decided as well? I understand completely. The allure of something sweet can often be too strong to resist.
I'll have your drinks ready in a moment.
Yeah. Smeen, you can have your bitter coffee. I just do not handle bitter well at all. So yeah, I'll go with the sweet cocoa.
Win!
I do not handle bitter. There's a reason why I've been able to figure out that I am not a beer person, because every time I tried a beer, I've always ended up puckering up and just unable to continue drinking because that is just way too bitter for me.
Wimp. You are a wimp.
They're certainly well liked.
Just add
It's
milk.
a wonderful feeling.
Dilutes the
Spending
flavor,
time
honestly.
with
If you're
the
drinking
people.
black coffee straight up, what the hell is wrong with you? Personally can't handle that either, personally, because it's way too much. Just add milk and dilute the flavor slightly. You don't need to add sugar to it. Unless you like sugar in coffee, which is, you know, there's nothing wrong with it, but you know, try a nice latte. It's not that bitter. Unless we're talking about like a full bitter beer, like a lager or something. God, that's
But
bitter.
they're not my people anymore, are they?
You know,
Their
try a nice
city,
latte or
their way
cappuccino,
of life,
or
even
if you
the
wanna go to
ground
chocolate,
upon
you're
which
try
they
mocha or
tread.
something.
I am a stranger to it
There's a lot of
all.
options for coffee that's not incredibly bitter, you know. Unless you're drinking absolute tar.
The weight of the long years is finally beginning to sink in.
Your Majesty, is that you?
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I am not Queen Sphene, though I'm often told we look alike.
There you are. How many times have I told you not to go off alone? I'm sorry he bothered you, Mom. Come now. We're going home.
Bye! Not Queen Sphene!
I do not know that boy, nor does he know me. No one does. Another harsh reminder that I have no place here. Yet, no matter how much things have changed, I am happy. I am. For Alexandria has endured. Our sacrifice was not in vain. Even so, I cannot help but feel lonely.
I don't think I'll ever say about Solution 9, with purple being my favorite color. It's definitely something that's a bit my speed. Oh, so far this has been a nice, relaxing stream. Oh, I think if we were so inclined, we could try and throw another roulette into things.
Absolutely.
So, what duty should we queue up for?
That's a good question. You know what? We need tombstones, so why not an alliance raid?
Sounds good. Now the question is, which one will we get?
Not here. Let's press on, if only a little further.
Hey, are you alright?
So she didn't die. Vexing, but expected.
That was about the strongest bolt we can produce within Everkeep. What now?
We obtain more precise measurements. Narrow the range of variables to avoid unnecessary trial and error. That is the most expeditious course of action.
I know that voice. You there! Yes, you! We have important business with you. We left something in your keeping, the key to interdimensional fusion. You will kindly return it to us, yes? Now that you mention it, the other way around may have been more appropriate. If I had the key, I wouldn't need to be cruel and turn away so many people. Far more than 5,000 could become endless and know eternal happiness.
What? You mean to steal ether from other worlds again?
All is for the sake of his experiments.
So, who the hell is this mystery guy?
Twas for that reason, you know, that the previous me created the Endless. I pity her. She was forced to attempt the impossible, to turn every soul who dies into an Endless, even though there's no end to them. Admittedly, that was part of the plan. Her desperation would drive her to claim the key and use it, and sure enough, she did just that. I know you had a soft spot for her, Lamachi. So for what it's worth, I'm truly sorry. alas, we are naught more than pawns. Pieces in his grand design.
Don't you dare make light of her love for her people. Don't you dare!
Strike me down if you wish. I shall be made anew. And I doubt many would look kindly upon the vow of resolve of Tuliolol if she attacked a neighboring queen, and not for the first time. Would you be willing to accept the repercussions?
Damn you!
Gonna have to resume that cutscene later. For now, let's see.
Yep. There's the tower.
Yep.
Which one's this again?
Second of the Realm Reborn Orange trilogy. The middle levels of the Crystal Tower. Or technically.
Technically what?
Or rather more the upper levels, because the next stage after this is the World of Darkness.
Oh, right, yes.
Take the lightning bolt to one of the 3 pillars that doesn't have 3 charges.
Okay. It's so long. I don't know what to do, huh? I'm out of practice. Okay, very out of practice. have the same kick to it.
I actually still remember the mechanics of the next boss, but even before he ended up getting nerfed to his current state, it got to the point where you could even, when he was still relatively fresh, you could still ignore his mechanics.
Who's this guy again?
Glacial Lepolis. At some point he starts spawning these ads. Basically, the thing is, those ads would power up his big raid-wide AOE. So you had to kill them. But they are immune to damage. So in order to damage them, someone from the party would have to step in there and get basically frozen and taken out of the fight to make them vulnerable.
What is this?
Yeah, these clockwork rights here.
Oh. Nope. Yikes!
Basically...
Can someone kill this thing now? These things.
Yeah, at this point... he can be DPS down before his attack is anywhere close to going off. So, you can...
Makes sense, considering the fact that stats and gear are so high at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The thing is, it was like that even before we got to this point. So, he got power creeped pretty bad.
To be fair, the maximum level is twice his level, so it's surprising. If we came in here, I could have just one-shot the guy. The basic attack. In fact, you could probably one-shot him with Blue Mage. Start spell. Get in there, cap. Oh, so you were right. Beastmaster's added in the next patch. And Shantoto appears to be in the... Oh, crap! That could have been bad. Just in the old headset. I would have gotten a lot of people pissed off. That could have been awkward. That was terrible. Well, at least we get tombstones for this. Tedious as it is.
No
It has been a very, very long time! Oh boy, that was terrible. I've gotten that catcher in a row yet.
Now to pick up where I left off on that cutscene. Or at least get back to where I was.
Not here.
Nice! And got the orchestrion too.
Nice, indeed.
Hey, are you all right?
So she didn't die.
That was about...
We obtain more
I know.
You there! Yes, you! We have important business with you. We... Now that... If I had the key, I wouldn't need to be cruel and turn away so many people. Far
Sure,
more
taking a while to
than...
catch up. I'm gonna do some,
What?
get in the action.
All is...
On the moon. Treading way, huh?
'Twas for that... I... Admit... I know you had a... So for what it's worth, I'm... Alas.
Don't you dare make light of her love for her people. Don't you dare!
Strike me down if you wish. I shall be made anew. And I doubt many would look kindly upon the vow of resolve of Tuliolol if she attacked a neighboring queen, and not for the first time. Would you be willing to accept the repercussions?
Damn you!
You're speaking to me. Our goal is to usher in the next phase of mankind's evolution. Since time immemorial, life has used death to facilitate adaptation in an ever-changing environment. The old and infirm are weeded out, allowing the species to thrive. Generational succession. This has been our survival strategy. Yet, this strategy has long since reached its practical limit. It is outdated. It relies on progeny, which gives rise to unchecked population growth. Resources become scarce, invariably leading to conflict. All the while, death is ever present and robs our species of untold potential. Where man now stands in his evolution, bodies of flesh no longer make sense. What we must strive for next is carefully managed, eternal preservation.
Now, what this guy's yapping about the name of the chapter Seekers of Eternity is making a bit more sense now.
Calyx! You're Calyx, aren't you?
You know him?
The young genius who had mastered electrode technology. He founded the scientific collective known as Preservation and devoted himself to developing a cure for the morality of our people. Calyx, you always had your gaze set upon the future, and I know you do now. But I beg you, do not deceive the people of Alexandria. Do not manipulate them with this imitation forged from my memories. Well, how rude. Yet, whatever you may say, I'm the one whom the people regard as queen. You may have worn the crown for a few years, but now you are no one. Just a frail, fleshy version of me that could die at any moment. The kingdom has no use for such as you.
Our demand is simple. Surrender the key. Refusal will necessitate consequences.
Crap. One more or do it. There we go.
We've heard what happened. So, preservation has revealed itself at last.
And using the key, they mean to turn even more people into Endless. It seems safe to assume that they too intend to steal ether from the other reflections. But unlike the previous theme, they have no intention of saving everyone. Calyx, of all people, would know precisely how much ether is required to sustain an Endless. Thus, he is able to set a realistic limit to their creation without being swayed by emotion.
Carefully managed, eternal preservation. Whether or not this can be considered an evolution, 'tis plain that man's very existence would be forever changed.
Say, if this Calyx is as brilliant a scientist as everyone says, could he have been the one who erased everyone's memories of Endless Fiend's death?
That is a possibility, though I cannot speak to his motives.
Though Calyx has outright stated his ultimate goal, how his actions will further this agenda remains unclear. That said, we have seen how anxiety towards death continues to spread amongst Alexandrians. Perhaps the simulant stokes this fear to entice them to become endless.
Everyone is afraid of death. We try to put it out of our minds, and I do not blame the people for feeling as they do. Nonetheless, I wish to stop the simulant. I wish to do what I can for those who believe in their queen. Although I wear no crown, were I to forsake the people, then I would truly have no place here.
I don't know if this will help in that endeavor, but I've found something interesting. When I analyzed the sign that Calyx appeared on, I was able to determine the source of transmission. I traced it back to a terminal used only by preservation, located in the Foundation sector.
Foundation sector? That came up in my mother's records, didn't it? It's where the old castle was hidden.
Everkeep was built atop the castle of the former kingdom. Access to the immediate area, the Foundation sector, is highly restricted, with map data accordingly classified.
The old castle is inside this tower.
It's an ideal place for preservation to conceal the terminal, I must say. Having existed since the Storm Surge, they would be familiar with the castle's layout.
But I wonder, would someone so versed in electrope, such as Calyx, be so careless as to leave a trail?
Oh, I expect he intended for us to find the terminal.
It may be a trap, but it's our only lead. What do you think, my friend?
Oops.
That it is. While I'm glad you're safe, we cannot allow his offense to go unanswered.
If you're set on this course of action, I'll work on getting you access to the Foundation sector. Sit tight for now.
Please, let me come with you. I may not possess any special skills, but I know the castle better than any. So please.
All right. If that's what you want, then we go together. The rest of us will take point and secure the way, and we'll count on you to guide us in the castle.
Descent to the Foundation.
Huh?
Yeah, that's the next quest I'm on.
No, not that. Just. Alright, I'm level 2 low, huh?
Alright, the Underkeep is now unlocked.
The Underkeep, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Be right there.
I suppose the question though is, do we want to do this tonight or save it for the next one?
You mean the Underkeep?
Yep. Because we are at the rough cutoff point for the stream normally.
Let's hit it. Might as well, right?
Nice. I suppose we can see how long the queue is looking.
Level 100, so it shouldn't take us that. Especially since it's probably in the level cap dungeons. At least right now it is. Besides, this is one we don't want to miss.
I'll speak to Nashu at a later point.
Oh yeah, the follow-up to the next Hildebrand is, isn't something you want to miss. Got a little ahead of you with Hildebrand because, you know, just couldn't wait to see what they were going to get up to next. And you want to have your screenshot key ready for the, or button ready for, well, we'll tell you, when we get to that point. There you go. You'll definitely get a forewarning that you'll want to have your screenshot button ready.
At any rate, once this dungeon pops and is done, since they will be wrapping things up at the end of that. So the next stream after that will be most likely finishing up the 7.2 stuff and getting into the 7.3.
Indeed. Also, by the way, Hope wasn't able to actually craft anything in the Republic, but hopefully have been able to make some headway in gathering supplies.
Excellent.
So we should, by this time next stream, or by next stream please, have our level 70 gear and hopefully even our level 75 gear ready to go. Excellent. It depends though, because there is a bit of a snag. One of the crafting items requires the completion of master mode flashpoints or story mode operations. So that's going to be quite the investment here. Also, the main difficulty is with the fact that we're crafting for 3 people. That's 14 pieces of armor each. It's a lot of resources. Along with the fact that you aren't running versatile armoring, you're running resistive armoring, which is a thing. That's a lot of pieces to actually get crafted. Meaning you guys either need to be standing near the bank or we need to start a guild. And since there's 3 of us, pretty much that's the only requirement to start a guild, right? 3 people? Or is it 4?
I feel like I want to say 4.
Four people. Shit. That's not helpful.
We will need a 4th to, at the very least, log in for the sake of establishing a guild.
Which means we either need, honestly, we could, Scorpio or nickname are all choices. If any of them have Republic codes that aren't guild, we can have them log in and join. Easy enough. And considering the fact that we're talking master mode flashpoints here, we might not be able to get that level 75 gear. Entirely possible we might not get it at all. But at the same time, Yeah, well, maybe we should call it here. It's a safe 10 minutes at least.
I suppose, yeah, that's fair.
Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, the level cap dungeons requirement right now is DPS, so yeah, there's no incentive for tanks and healers to play. Since somebody backed up. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, we can just queue for it at the start of the next one.
Yep.
So with that said, we can officially wrap things up for tonight. I think we made some solid progress.
Pretty much, yeah.
So yeah, thanks for joining me as usual. At this rate, it's looking like getting all caught up before the next expansion is getting pretty close to being within the sights.
Yeah. Okay, especially considering the fact that, yeah, well, the next patch is coming out next week. We know the fact there's, like, what? We don't know how many quests there are, but, like, you've got, like... Yeah, you've not got that many quests to go. We could easily do it. Because the next expansion, like, that's months down the line, right? The next patch. So,
yep, plus we still have the 5.5 one, which will be the wrapping things up and officially transitioning over for the next expansion. That's still coming down the pipe.
You mean the 7.56?
I'm still very used to referring to it as 0.55 because of conditioned it after 2.55.
Yeah, it's 7.5 then 7.56 apparently. Go to the wiki at least. Apparently we also have a couple more to go in terms of dungeons and trials too.
So, but yeah.
We got, yeah.
And from what I've seen and heard, it sounds like there's going to be a new Ultimate raid that's going to be releasing.
Yep.
So, likely not going to be able to do that anytime soon.
Yeah, we're going to need to gear up pretty badly in the meantime. Honestly, not too difficult considering the Old Republic is mostly just sitting around waiting for gear. So, waiting for the, waiting for the characters to, like... Honestly, with that, it's basically just sitting around waiting for companions to craft. And they have a higher chance of correct success, and of course, the shorter mission time, the higher the affinity is for that companion. So if you reach level 50, you have, like, it'll be a shorter mission duration than it is for, say, someone who's at level 1. It also helps if they actually have specialization on a particular skill.
Yeah.
Certain companions are better at some tasks than others.
As for here in Final Fantasy, aside from getting caught up in the story, all that'll be left of that is any of the extra side stuff, which will mean the remainder of the Arcadian, the remainder of the Final Fantasy XI Alliance Raid series.
Yep.
And, like I said, any trials that need doing. Those will likely be, since most trials are likely to be addressed in the story, unless there's a specific trial series that I haven't come across yet.
And what's that?
I'm just saying things like an equivalent to like the weapon series.
Oh yeah, good point.
Because, at the very least, from what I understand, it sounds like with this next patch we'll be getting the final trial, which will give us the final mount, which will allow us to get the special amount for getting all of the trial mounts. which I've actually seen a preview of that, and yeah, since apparently the trial mounts for Dawntrail are wings, the capstone for getting all of the trial mounts is, well, full-on seraphim wings. If I remember correctly, I counted 6 wings in total in that one.
Also, no, you're currently on a commercial break. Well, you were on a commercial break. But, yeah, you must have fucked up your ad settings. We're probably going to have to mess with the ad settings upstream so we don't end up with, like, a commercial break.
Yeah, we can figure that out, especially if we can find some time to do it before our stream starts. Because at this point, I'm saying I'm ready to wrap it up and call it for the evening. So, with that said,
yeah, we can do it. We can do it on Friday before token night or something.
So, thanks again for joining me. It's been a pleasure.
Of course, as always. Also, you've got the reactor, so it's only been you here the entire stream. And a disembodied voice.
I did forget that, didn't I?
Yes, you big goober, you forgot! Also, where?
Yep, better late than never, right?
Pion! Angry pion noises. Pion! Angry pion noises. Yeah.
Sorry again.
Angie.
So, thanks to everyone who came by to watch. Hope you all had a wonderful time, and until the next one, take care now. Bye.